Hello everyone, today's review is going to be on logarithms. Logarithms relate to exponential functions. So when we're dealing with logarithms, we're going to be talking about writing the log in exponent form, which we're going to do in these very first three problems. So to write a log in exponent form, you want to think about it like this. 2 to the fourth power is equal to 216. So 2 to the fourth power is equal to 16. So 2 to the fourth is equal to 16. So you're thinking the base to the answer is going to give you whatever we're taking the log of. The base to the answer is going to give you what we're taking the log of. All right, moving on to example number 2. When it says log of 31 is approximately 1.49, the base isn't stated because when we're talking about log base 10, we just don't write base 10. It's just the common log, so we never write the 10. So if you don't see anything there, it's log base 10. All right, so we're thinking 10 to the 1.49 power is approximately 31. So 10 to the 1.49 power, approximately 31. Again, base to the power gives us our answer. So 10 to the 1.79 power gives us approximately 61. Okay. So we wrote our logs in exponent form. Now let's say we're just given a log and we want to find the answer. We're going to use that same technique that we did up there, because we're thinking our base to what power, I put a question mark there because I don't know what that power is going to give us whatever we're taking the log of, 49. So 7 to what power is going to give us 49? Well, 7 to the second power gives us 49. So the exponent is our answer. So 2 is our answer. Log base 7 to 49 is 2. So that's what we want to be doing for the rest of these over here. So let's do a few more examples together and then try some on your own. So log base 2 of 16. So 2 to what power is going to give me 16? 2 to what power is going to give me 16? Well, 2 to the fourth is going to give me 16. So 2 to the fourth equals 16. Therefore, the answer is 4. So keep on thinking. Base to what power is going to give me this blob in the middle? Okay? So 5 to what power is going to give me 1 over 5? And you can think about 1 over 5 as 5 to what power is going to give me 5 to the negative 1. Because 1 over a number is just that number raised to the negative 1 power. So what would that be? Well, 5 to the negative 1 is going to give you 5 to the negative 1. So the exponent, negative 1, is your answer. All right. So why don't you go ahead and try the rest and see how you do, and then we'll go through them. So pause the video and try those on your own now. Okay, let's see what we have. So log base 2 of 1/8, what does that equal? Well, 2 to what power is going to give us 1/8? So 2 to the what power is going to give us 1/8? Well, 1 over 8, that's really just 2 to the negative fourth power, because 2 to the fourth power is 8, or excuse me, 2 to the third power. 2 to the third power is 8, and because it's in the denominator, we can think about it as 2 to the negative third power. So 2 to what power gives us 2 to the negative third? Well, that's just negative 3. Down here, log base 9. 9 to what power is going to give us 9, the fifth root of 9. The fifth root of 9 is really 9 to the 1/5 power. So what gives us 9 to the 1/5? 1/5. That was an easy one. And now natural log of e to the 7th. So when you see natural log, you should be thinking log base e of whatever that is. So e to what power is going to give us e to the 7th? Well, 7 is. So the answer of natural log of e to the 7th is 7. Okay. All right, now we're going to combine all that we've learned to solve an equation, a natural log equation, so something that has an x in it. So first we're going to write in exponent form. So like we were doing over here in 1 through 3. So 5 to what power gives us x? 5 to the 2nd power gives us x. So what is x? 5 squared. So 25 is what x is. Done. Not too bad at all. All right, let's try log base 10, x equals 2. Now remember, it's base 10, so we really wouldn't need to write the 10 at all, but we just did in this case, because base 10 is our base log. Okay, so 10 to the what power gives us x? 10 squared equals x. So what is 10 squared? That is 100. So x is 100. Okay, why don't you try this last one on your own? Okay, so this is really log base e of x equals 2. So e to the 2nd equals x, and leave it like that because e is not a rational number, so when you square it, it's not going to come out pretty. So just leave it as e squared for that one. Now all these examples, we knew what the base was. We have 5, 10, and natural log is base e. Now we're going to have base x. So when we write this, we're thinking x to the 2nd power gives us 121. X to the 2nd gives us 121. So how do we find x? Well, we're going to square root both sides. And when we do that, we get x equals plus or minus 11. So again, not too difficult, just write it in that exponent form. The exponent form is the key part to all these. See if you can try the next two on your own. Okay, so x to the what power gives us 64? X to the 3rd power gives us 64. Now to undo x to the cubed, you do the reciprocal power, because when you do that, so we have x to the 3rd to the 1/3 equals 64 to the 1/3. These powers get multiplied together. So 3 times 1/3 is x to the 1st, which is just x, equals what times itself 3 times is going to give us 64? Well, 4 is. 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4 is 64. So that was a little bit of a tricky one. You needed to know that 1/3 power trick. Okay? That's also known as the cubed root. Anything to a 1 over something is a root. And it's whatever that number is, that type of root. So 1 over 3, that is the cubed root. 1 over 2, that's the square root. 1 over 4, that's the quadruple root. And this last one, x to the -1 power equals 1/2. Well, x over x to the -1 is really 1 over x equals 1/2. And now you can do a little bit of multiplication here. Multiply to the x to the other side, multiply the 2 to the other side. So I have 2 equals x, and I am done. Alright, so the biggest part of this video, write your logs in exponent form to solve them. That is the easiest thing to do. So always be thinking, your base to what power is that blob? Okay? Alright, that's all we have to say about logs for this video. See you later.